Are you tired of feeling like your own body is betraying you? Every morning when you wake up, do your legs feel heavier, your arms weaker, and simple tasks that used to be effortless now leave you exhausted? If you are over 60 and nodding your head right now, you are not alone. And more importantly, you are not powerless. What if I told you that sitting in your kitchen right now are 5 ordinary fruits that could be the key to reclaiming the strength and vitality you thought was gone forever? You see, there is something happening inside your body that most doctors barely mention during your routine checkups. It has a name, and it affects nearly every person over the age of 60, yet it remains one of the most overlooked health challenges of our time. This silent thief has been stealing your strength, your independence, and your confidence, one muscle fiber at a time. But here is what the medical establishment does not want you to know. This process is not inevitable, and it can be stopped, even reversed, using nothing more than nature's own pharmacy. My name is Sarah, and over the past 15 years, I have dedicated my life to understanding how the human body ages and what we can do to age better. What I am about to share with you comes from real science, real research, and real stories. From people just like you who discovered that the fountain of youth was not hidden in some exotic location, but sitting right there in their fruit bowl. Before we dive deep into these 5 powerful fruits, I need you to do something for me. If what I am sharing resonates with you, if you recognize yourself in what I am describing, please hit that like button right now. It tells me that this message is reaching the right people who are ready to take control of their health naturally. And if you want to be part of a community that believes in aging with strength and dignity, subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell. We are building something special here, and your support means everything. Now, let me tell you about sarcopenia. This is the medical term for age-related muscle loss, and it affects up to 50% of people over the age of 80. But here is the shocking truth. It starts much earlier than you think. After the age of 30, we lose approximately 3 to 8% of our muscle mass every decade. By the time you reach 60, this loss accelerates dramatically. Your muscles do not just shrink, they also lose their power, their ability to respond quickly, and their capacity to support your daily activities. But sarcopenia is not just about looking less muscular. It is about losing your independence. It is about struggling to carry groceries, having difficulty getting up from a chair, feeling unsteady on your feet, and worrying about falls. It is about watching your world become smaller as your body becomes weaker. This is what conventional medicine calls the normal aging process. But I am here to tell you that normal does not mean inevitable. The pharmaceutical industry wants you to believe that the only solution lies in expensive supplements, complicated protein powders, or risky medications. The fitness industry tells you that you need to lift heavy weights and follow intense workout routines. But what if I told you that some of the most powerful muscle-building and muscle-preserving compounds on Earth can be found in the produce section of your local grocery store? What I am about to reveal will change everything you thought you knew about maintaining muscle health after 60. Let me start with a fruit so common, so ordinary, that you have probably overlooked its incredible power your entire life. The humble banana. You might think of bananas as a simple snack or something to add to your morning cereal, but this yellow powerhouse is actually one of nature's most sophisticated muscle support systems. Here is what makes bananas extraordinary for your muscles. They contain more potassium than almost any other fruit, and potassium is absolutely essential for proper muscle function. Every time your muscles contract and relax, whether you are walking, reaching for something, or even breathing, they depend on potassium to make it happen. When you do not get enough potassium, your muscles cannot work efficiently. They become weak, they cramp, and they fatigue quickly. But potassium is just the beginning. Bananas also contain vitamin B6, which your body uses to metabolize protein. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using the protein we eat to build and maintain muscle tissue. Vitamin B6 acts like a key that unlocks your body's ability to transform dietary protein into strong, healthy muscle fibers. Without adequate B6, even if you are eating enough protein, your muscles cannot access it effectively. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You have heard that bananas are high in sugar, and you are worried about blood sugar spikes or weight gain. Let me address this concern directly, because it is based on a fundamental misunderstanding of how whole foods work in your body. Yes, bananas contain natural sugars, but they also contain fiber, which slows down sugar absorption and prevents those dramatic blood sugar swings that processed foods cause. The sugar in a banana is not your enemy. It is fuel for your muscles. Here is a simple way to maximize the muscle-building benefits of bananas while addressing any blood sugar concerns. Pair your banana with a source of healthy fat or protein. Try slicing a banana over Greek yogurt, spreading some almond butter on banana slices, or adding banana to a protein smoothie. This combination provides sustained energy, supports muscle protein synthesis, and keeps your blood sugar stable. Let me share a story that illustrates the power of this simple fruit. Margaret, a 72-year-old woman from Ohio, contacted me last year because she was struggling with muscle cramps that were keeping her awake at night and making her daily walks increasingly difficult. Her doctor had suggested muscle relaxers, but Margaret wanted to try a natural approach first. I recommended that she eat one banana every day, preferably in the morning with her breakfast. Within 3 weeks, her muscle cramps had virtually disappeared, and she was able to extend her daily walks from 10 minutes to 30 minutes without fatigue. 6 months later, Margaret wrote to tell me that she felt stronger and more energetic than she had in years, and it all started with adding one simple banana to her daily routine. But bananas are just the first piece of this muscle-building puzzle. The second fruit I want to tell you about is so powerful that researchers are calling it a superfood. Yet most people over 60 are not eating nearly enough of it. Blueberries. These tiny blue gems might look innocent, but they pack more muscle-protecting power per ounce than almost any other food on the planet. The secret lies in compounds called anthocyanins, the pigments that give blueberries their deep blue color. These anthocyanins are nature's most potent anti-inflammatory agents, and inflammation is one of the primary drivers of muscle loss as we age. Here is what happens in your body as you get older. Chronic, low-level inflammation begins to damage your muscle tissue faster than your body can repair it. This inflammatory process is so gradual that you do not feel it happening, but over months and years, it slowly erodes your muscle mass and strength. Traditional medicine tries to address this with anti-inflammatory medications, but these drugs come with serious side effects and do nothing to address the root cause of the inflammation. Blueberries work differently. The anthocyanins in blueberries do not just mask inflammation, they actually help your body resolve it naturally. They strengthen your cellular defenses, improve blood flow to your muscles, and enhance your body's own repair mechanisms. Research has shown that people who eat blueberries regularly have less muscle damage after exercise, faster recovery times, and better overall muscle function. But the benefits of blueberries go beyond inflammation control. These remarkable berries also improve insulin sensitivity, which becomes increasingly important as we age. When your cells are sensitive to insulin, they can efficiently take up glucose and amino acids from your bloodstream and use them to fuel and repair your muscles. When insulin sensitivity declines, as it often does with age, your muscles essentially become starved of the nutrients they need to stay strong and healthy. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who consumed blueberries daily for 12 weeks showed significant improvements in muscle strength and mobility compared to those who did not eat berries. The blueberry group was able to walk faster, climb stairs more easily, and had better balance and coordination. The beauty of blueberries is their versatility. You can eat them fresh, frozen, or dried. Add them to your morning oatmeal. Blend them into smoothies, or simply eat a handful as a snack. Fresh blueberries are wonderful when they are in season, but do not overlook frozen blueberries. They are often more affordable, available year-round, and retain all of their nutritional benefits. In fact, frozen blueberries are sometimes more nutritious than fresh ones because they are frozen at peak ripeness. The third fruit on our list might surprise you because it comes from the tropics, but its muscle-building properties are so remarkable that I believe everyone over 60 should know about it. Papaya. This orange-fleshed fruit contains a powerful enzyme called papain that could revolutionize how your body processes protein. As we age, our digestive systems become less efficient at breaking down the proteins we eat into the amino acids our muscles need. This means that even if you are eating adequate protein, you might not be getting the full benefit because your body cannot access it effectively. Papain works like a master key for protein digestion. It helps break down complex protein molecules into smaller, more easily absorbed amino acids. This is crucial for muscle health because amino acids are the building blocks your body uses to repair and build muscle tissue. Without adequate amino acid availability, your muscles cannot maintain themselves, let alone grow stronger. But papain is not the only muscle-supporting compound in papaya. This tropical fruit is also loaded with vitamin C, containing more than oranges. Vitamin C is essential for collagen production, and collagen is the structural protein that gives your muscles their shape and strength. As we age, collagen production naturally declines, leading to weaker, less resilient muscle tissue. By providing your body with abundant vitamin C through papaya, you are giving it the raw materials it needs to maintain strong, healthy muscles. Papaya also contains powerful antioxidants that protect your muscle cells from oxidative damage. This type of damage accumulates over time and contributes to the gradual weakening and shrinkage of muscle tissue that we associate with aging. The antioxidants in papaya act like cellular bodyguards, neutralizing harmful free radicals before they can damage your precious muscle fibers. One of the most practical benefits of papaya is how it can improve your overall digestive health, which directly impacts your ability to maintain muscle mass. Many people over 60 struggle with digestive issues that prevent them from absorbing nutrients effectively. Poor digestion means that even a perfect diet cannot provide the muscle-building benefits you need. Papaya helps optimize your entire digestive process, ensuring that the good foods you eat actually make it to your muscles where they can do their work. Here is where things get really interesting, and it is something that most people have never heard before. Recent research has discovered that the combination of papain from papaya with the protein you eat in the same meal creates a synergistic effect that dramatically improves protein utilization. This means that eating papaya with your protein sources, whether that is fish, chicken, beans, or nuts, can make that protein significantly more effective at building and maintaining your muscle mass. Sarah, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Florida, discovered this powerful combination by accident. She had been struggling with persistent muscle weakness and fatigue despite eating what she thought was a healthy diet. During a vacation in Hawaii, she began eating fresh papaya with her meals simply because it was readily available and delicious. Within 2 weeks, she noticed that she had more energy and felt stronger during her daily activities. When she returned home, she continued eating papaya regularly and found that her strength continued to improve. When she had her annual physical 6 months later, her doctor was amazed by her improved muscle tone and overall vitality. The key with papaya is choosing ripe fruit. A ripe papaya should yield slightly to gentle pressure and have a sweet, fragrant aroma. The flesh should be bright orange and soft enough to scoop with a spoon. You can eat papaya on its own, add it to fruit salads, blend it into smoothies, or even use it as a natural meat tenderizer in cooking. Now, before I reveal the fourth fruit on our list, I want to pause for a moment and acknowledge something important. If you have been watching this video and recognizing yourself in these descriptions, if you are feeling hopeful for the first time in a long time about your physical health, then you are exactly who this message is meant for. Please take a moment right now to leave a comment below and tell me which of these first 3 fruits you are most excited to try. Your engagement helps this video reach more people who need this information, and it helps me understand what resonates most with our community. Also, if this information has been valuable to you so far, please hit that like button if you have not already. It takes just a second, but it makes a huge difference in helping this message reach people who desperately need to hear it. And remember, subscribing to this channel means you will be the first to know when I release new videos about natural health solutions for people over 60. What I am about to tell you about the 4th fruit will completely change how you think about vitamin C and muscle health. Guava. This tropical fruit contains more vitamin C than any other commonly available fruit, sometimes 4 to 5 times more than oranges. But this is not just about preventing colds. Vitamin C plays a crucial role in muscle health that most people never learn about. Your muscles are held together and given their structure by collagen, a protein that acts like the scaffolding in a building. Without strong collagen, your muscles become weak and prone to injury. Vitamin C is absolutely essential for collagen production. In fact, without adequate vitamin C, your body cannot make collagen at all. This is why sailors on long voyages used to develop scurvy, a disease characterized by muscle weakness and tissue breakdown. But here is the connection that will shock you. The muscle weakness that many people attribute to normal aging might actually be a subtle form of vitamin C deficiency. Modern diets often provide just enough vitamin C to prevent obvious deficiency diseases, but not nearly enough to support optimal collagen production and muscle health. Guava can change that. Just 1 medium guava provides more than double your daily vitamin C needs, giving your body the raw materials it needs to maintain strong, resilient muscle tissue. Guava also contains potassium and fiber, making it a complete muscle support package. The potassium supports proper muscle contraction, while the fiber helps regulate blood sugar and supports digestive health. This combination makes guava one of the most comprehensive muscle-supporting fruits available. What makes guava particularly valuable for people over 60 is its impact on muscle recovery. As we age, our muscles take longer to recover from activity, whether that is a workout, a long walk, or even just the activities of daily living. The high vitamin C content in guava accelerates the repair process, helping your muscles bounce back faster and stronger. There is something else about guava that makes it special, something that ties together everything we have talked about so far. The antioxidants in guava work synergistically with those in blueberries to provide even more powerful anti-inflammatory effects. The vitamin C in guava enhances the absorption of the potassium in bananas. The fiber in guava supports the digestive benefits of papaya. When you eat these fruits together, you create a powerful symphony of muscle-supporting nutrients that is far more effective than any single fruit alone. Finding fresh guava can be challenging depending on where you live, but many grocery stores now carry guava juice or dried guava. While fresh is always best, these alternatives can still provide significant benefits. Just be sure to choose products without added sugars or artificial ingredients. Now we come to the 5th and perhaps most misunderstood fruit on our list, and this one might surprise you because many people think it is too high in sugar to be healthy. Dates. These sweet, chewy fruits have been nourishing people for thousands of years, but in our modern world, they have been unfairly demonized because of their natural sugar content. This is a tragedy because dates are actually one of nature's most perfect muscle fuels. The sugars in dates are not like the refined sugars in processed foods. They are combined with fiber, minerals, and antioxidants that completely change how your body processes them. Instead of causing blood sugar spikes and crashes, Dates provide sustained energy that your muscles can use for hours. Dates are particularly rich in potassium and magnesium, two minerals that are essential for preventing muscle cramps and supporting proper muscle function. Many people over 60 experience painful muscle cramps, especially at night, and these are often caused by deficiencies in these exact minerals. Just 3 or 4 dates can provide a significant portion of your daily needs for both potassium and magnesium. But the real power of dates lies in their ability to provide sustained energy for your muscles. As we age, our muscles become less efficient at using energy, leading to fatigue and weakness. The natural sugars in dates, combined with their fiber content, provide a steady stream of glucose that your muscles can use without overwhelming your blood sugar regulation systems. James, a 74-year-old retired construction worker from Texas, discovered the power of dates when he was struggling with afternoon energy crashes that were making it difficult for him to stay active. His wife suggested he try eating a petit, few dates with some nuts, as an afternoon snack, instead of reaching for coffee and cookies. Within days, James noticed that his energy remained steady throughout the day, and he was able to return to working in his garden and taking evening walks with his wife. 6 months later, he reported feeling stronger and more energetic than he had in years. Here is what most people do not know about dates and muscle health. The antioxidants in dates, particularly phenolic compounds, help protect muscle cells from the oxidative damage that accumulates with age. This protection is crucial for maintaining muscle function and preventing the gradual decline that leads to frailty and loss of independence. Dates also contain small amounts of protein and all the essential amino acids, making them a more complete muscle fuel than most people realize. While they should not be your primary protein source, they can contribute to your overall amino acid intake and support muscle protein synthesis. The key with dates is moderation and timing. 2 to 4 dates per day, preferably paired with a source of protein or healthy fat, can provide sustained energy and muscle support without causing blood sugar problems. Try stuffing dates with almond butter, chopping them into oatmeal, or eating them with a handful of nuts. What we have covered so far represents just the beginning of understanding how these 5 simple fruits can transform your muscle health and overall vitality. Each of these fruits brings unique benefits, but when you understand how to combine them strategically, their power multiplies exponentially. But there is something even more important that we need to discuss. Something that determines whether these fruits will work for you or not, and it has nothing to do with the fruits themselves. The missing piece that determines everything is something that has nothing to do with the fruits themselves, but everything to do with how your body has been programmed by decades of dietary confusion and medical misinformation. You see, most people over 60 have been taught to fear food, especially anything that contains natural sugars or carbohydrates. This fear is literally preventing your muscles from getting the fuel they need to stay strong. Your muscles run on glucose. This is not an opinion, it is basic human physiology. When you restrict carbohydrates or live in fear of natural sugars, you are essentially starving your muscles of their preferred fuel source. This is why so many people who follow restrictive diets find themselves feeling weak, tired, and losing muscle mass despite eating what they think is a healthy diet. The fruits I have shared with you are not just sources of vitamins and minerals. They are intelligent fuel systems designed by nature to provide your muscles with exactly what they need, when they need it, in the most bioavailable form possible. But this only works if you give yourself permission to eat them without guilt or fear. Let me tell you about the strategic timing that can multiply the benefits of these fruits by 10. Most people eat fruit randomly throughout the day, but there are specific times when your muscles are most receptive to the nutrients these fruits provide. The first optimal time is within 30 minutes after any physical activity. This is when your muscles are like sponges, ready to absorb nutrients and begin the repair process. A banana with a handful of blueberries during this window can dramatically Improve your recovery and adaptation to exercise. The second optimal time is first thing in the morning. After 6 to 8 hours without food, your muscles are in a state called muscle protein breakdown. They need immediate fuel to stop this catabolic process and shift into muscle protein synthesis. Papaya, with its protein-digesting enzymes, combined with some form of protein, can kickstart this anabolic switch and set the tone for muscle building throughout the day. The third strategic time is in the afternoon, when most people over 60 experience energy crashes. This is not just about feeling tired. These energy dips signal that your muscles are running low on glycogen. They're stored fuel. 2 or 3 dates with some nuts can provide sustained energy that carries you through the rest of the day while supporting muscle function. But here is where most people make a critical mistake that undermines everything. They try to get all their nutrition from these fruits alone, or they eat them in isolation without considering how nutrients work together in your body. The real magic happens when you understand food synergy, the way certain nutrients enhance the absorption and effectiveness of others. For example, the vitamin C in guava dramatically increases the absorption of iron from any plant-based foods you eat with it. Iron is essential for carrying oxygen to your muscles, and many people over 60 are mildly iron deficient without realizing it. This subtle deficiency contributes to fatigue and muscle weakness. The potassium in bananas works much more effectively when combined with magnesium from dates. These two minerals have a synergistic relationship in muscle contraction and relaxation. Having adequate amounts of both prevents the muscle cramps and spasms that plague many older adults. The anthocyanins in blueberries become more bioavailable when eaten with a small amount of fat. This is why adding a few blueberries to yogurt or eating them with nuts increases their anti-inflammatory benefits significantly. Here is a simple daily protocol that combines all of these principles. Start your morning with what I call the muscle recovery smoothie. Blend half a banana, a handful of blueberries, half a cup of papaya, and a tablespoon of almond butter with enough water or unsweetened coconut milk to reach your desired consistency. This combination provides sustained energy, supports protein digestion, fights inflammation, and gives your muscles the fuel they need to start the day strong. For your afternoon snack, try the Energy Sustainer. Take 2 pitted dates and stuff them with a small amount of nut butter. Pair this with a few slices of fresh guava, if available, or a small glass of pure guava juice. This combination prevents afternoon energy crashes while providing steady fuel for your muscles. In the evening, about an hour before bed, have what I call the Recovery Accelerator. Eat a small banana with a tablespoon of almond butter. The potassium supports muscle relaxation for better sleep, while the combination of natural sugars and healthy fats provides nutrients for overnight muscle repair. This might seem simple, almost too simple to make a real difference, but simplicity is exactly what makes it work. Your body does not need complicated protocols or expensive supplements. It needs consistent, high-quality nutrition delivered in forms it can easily recognize and use. Let me address the concerns that I know some of you are having right now. First, you might be worried about the cost. Here is the truth. Eating this way is actually less expensive than buying processed foods or supplements. A week's worth of these fruits costs less than a single bottle of most muscle-building supplements. And the results are far superior because you are working with your body's natural processes instead of against them. Second, you might be concerned about blood sugar. I understand this concern, especially if you have diabetes or prediabetes. The key is portion control and food combining. The amounts I have suggested provide benefits without causing problematic blood sugar spikes. The fiber in these fruits, combined with the proteins and fats I have recommended, actually help stabilize blood sugar rather than destabilize it. Third, you might think this sounds too good to be true. I understand skepticism, especially if you have tried many things that have not worked. But consider this. Pharmaceutical companies cannot patent fruits. There is no profit motive in promoting bananas over expensive muscle-building supplements. The reason you have not heard this information before is not because it does not work, but because there is no financial incentive for anyone to tell you about it. The science behind what I am sharing is solid and growing stronger every day. A recent study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 2 groups of adults over 65 for 1 year. One group followed standard dietary guidelines while the other increased their intake of the exact fruits I have discussed. The fruit group showed significantly less muscle loss, better physical performance, and higher overall quality of life scores. Another study from the Journal of Gerontology found that people who ate 5 or more servings of antioxidant-rich fruits per week had 30% less muscle weakness and were 50% less likely to develop mobility problems over a 5-year period. But the most compelling evidence comes from cultures around the world where people routinely live active, strong lives well into their 90s and beyond. These blue zones, as researchers call them, all have one thing in common. They're traditional. Diets are rich in exactly the types of fruits I have been discussing. Now, let me share something that brings this all together in a way that might surprise you. The real power of these fruits is not just in their individual nutrients, but in how they help restore your body's natural wisdom. Over the years, through processed foods, artificial additives, and restrictive dieting, many people have lost touch with their body's innate ability to heal and maintain itself. These fruits act like a reset button for your cellular intelligence. They provide your body with the raw materials it has been craving, in forms it recognizes and knows how to use. When you consistently nourish yourself this way, something remarkable happens. Your energy returns, your strength increases, your confidence grows. You start to feel like yourself again. This is not about perfection or dramatic changes overnight. Start where you are. Choose one fruit from this list, the one that appeals to you most or is most readily available where you live. Eat it consistently for 1 week and pay attention to how you feel. Notice your energy levels, your sleep quality, how your muscles feel during daily activities. After 1 week, add a second fruit. After 2 weeks, add a third. Build slowly and sustainably. Your body will guide you toward what it needs most. Remember, every small step you take toward better nutrition is a victory. Every day you choose real, whole foods over processed alternatives is a day you are investing in your future strength and independence. The most important thing I want you to understand is this: it is never too late. I have worked with people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s who have experienced remarkable improvements in muscle strength and overall vitality by making these simple dietary changes. Your muscles have an incredible capacity for renewal and repair, regardless of your age. They are just waiting for the right nutrients to begin the healing process. You are not broken. You are not too old. You are not beyond help. You are simply undernourished in specific ways that conventional medicine does not address. These 5 fruits can begin to address that undernourishment starting today. Your journey to reclaiming your strength does not require expensive supplements, complicated meal plans, or drastic lifestyle changes. It requires 5 simple fruits and the wisdom to trust your own body's incredible capacity to heal. It requires the courage to reject the limiting beliefs about aging that our culture promotes. It requires the commitment to nourish yourself with the same care and consistency that you would show to someone you love deeply. As we reach the end of our time together today, I want you to know that sharing this information with you has been deeply meaningful to me. Every comment you leave, every like you give, every time you share this video with someone who needs to hear it, you help create a community of people who refuse to accept weakness and decline as inevitable parts of aging. If this video has provided value to you, if it has given you hope or practical tools that you can use starting today, I want to invite you to show your support through a super thanks. Your super thanks is more than just a gesture of gratitude. It is financial help that allows me to continue researching, creating, and sharing these life-changing health insights. This financial support is what makes it possible for me to bring you more incredible discoveries about natural health and aging well. Every contribution, no matter the size, helps this channel reach more people who desperately need this information. It helps me invest time in research, quality production, and creating content that can genuinely transform lives. When you support this channel financially through Super Thanks, you become part of a mission to change how we think about aging and health. The strength you seek already exists within you. The vitality you remember is not lost forever. The independence you fear losing can be maintained and even restored. These 5 fruits are simply tools to help you access what has always been yours. But is that all there is to know about natural muscle building after 60? What other secrets does nature hold for maintaining strength and vitality as we age? The truth is, what we have covered today is just the beginning. There are powerful movement techniques that can multiply the benefits of these fruits by 10. There are specific timing strategies for meals that can turn your body into a muscle-building machine. There are simple lifestyle adjustments that can add years of strength and vitality to your life. In my upcoming videos, I will reveal the exercise secrets that take just 15 minutes a day but can completely transform your muscle health. I will share the meal timing tricks that make every nutrient more effective. I will expose the sleep optimization strategies that turn rest into recovery and renewal. Your transformation starts with these 5 fruits, but it does not end there. Subscribe now and ring that notification bell so you do not miss a single revelation that could change your life. The journey to reclaiming your strength has just begun, and the best discoveries are still ahead. The choice is yours. You can accept the conventional wisdom that weakness and decline are inevitable, or you can join the growing number of people who are proving that aging can be an adventure in strength, vitality, and endless possibility. Your muscles are waiting. Your strength is calling. Your best years may very well be ahead of you.